Hi, hello, good morning, one and all. Today we are going to discuss about parallel combination of cells. Parallel combination of cells. So, in this parallel combination of cells, what we want to find out? So, mainly effective EMF and effective internal resistance of two cells we want to calculate. Right. So, in another way, question is derive the effective EMF and effective internal resistance of two combination of that means two cells of parallel combination we want to find out. Like so now here consider two cells. Consider two cells of EMF E1 and E2 and internal resistances R1 and R2 respectively are connected in parallel combination are connected in parallel. In last class we discussed about series combination of cells. So now here two cells of EMF E1 and E2 internal resistance R1 and R2 connected in parallel combination. So how to connect parallel combination means, so here it is considered one cell. Cell, already we know that cell has two terminals. One is positive terminal, another one is negative terminal. So which is positive terminal of first cell and positive terminal of the second cell, both are connected in one terminal or one side, and two negative terminals are connected in another side. So this is called as parallel combination of cells of two cells only. So here like this number of cells we want to connect it like this way, right? So observe here already basic things. Already we know that. Already according to consideration, its EMF is E1, its internal resistance is R1. Second cell EMF is E2, its internal resistance is R2. Then already basic topic, current is passes from the positive terminal. Already we know that. So first cell produces some current. So some current is drawn from the cell, that is I1 only consider. Same like that, second cell also provides some current, that is I2. So these two cells are joined here, that is A point. That is called as junction. So this I1 is passing from the first cell and I2 is passes from the second cell. So both are joined here, means combined here. Then these two currents are combined to flow like this way. That is considered as I. Are you clear? Right. So same like that. This side direction is towards the negative terminal. It is also I1. It is I2. It is I current. Net current means total current. I. So which is passing towards the junction B, and then it can be split up into two currents. So as usual, right? Are you clear? Right now, observe here, current is different. I1, I2, E1, E2 only different. So the internal relations also different. So which one is constant here? According to Ohm's law, once you observe here, V is equal to IR. So now here V equal to IR. In this relation, I is variable here, clearly observing. Internal relations also variable. But remaining function is potential difference. So it is terminal potential difference of individual cells according to Ohm's law. So that's why here it is potential difference V. Here also potential difference V only. Very clear. This is very important point. Potential difference only here constant in parallel combination. But in series combination, what constant? So once you revise, so series combination means, so this one and this one. So here current is passes through first cell I1. Here current is passes through I2 here. Generally I1, I2. So now here internal resistance is R1, R2, EMFs are E1, E2. So observe here clearly, Nana. So which one is constant here? See here, I1, I2 correct? No way. Why? Because here current is passes from the cell from two wires here, so which is joined together at one wire. So that's why here different currents are there. But here current is passes through same wire, single wire. So that's why here no current difference are there. Same current, already combined current only passes in series combination. But here individual currents only passes. After that it can be combined. So that's why in this circuit I1, I2 different currents, and EMFs are different, internal resistance are different. So now here only potential difference only constant. So here potential difference here what? V1, V2. Once you revise on the previous question, so V is equal to V1 plus V2, otherwise potential difference between A and C between V1 plus V2 only written. So here it is effective EMF and effective internal resistance means, so we want to draw total circuit. This combined circuit is this one, E effective, R effective. So current is total current, this one I only. Clear? Right. So now here we want to calculate individual potential differences. Now what differences are there here? Currents. So according to Kirchhoff's law, here junction A and B between potential differences we want to calculate. That means effective EMF. So now here net current. So according to Kirchhoff law. So according to Kirchhoff's law, sum of the current enter into the junction is equal to sum of the current leaving from the junction. So here I1, I2 are entering towards junction, I is the leaving from the junction. So both are equal. So I is equal to I1 plus I2. But already we know that potential difference, terminal potential difference. So terminal potential difference formula what? Terminal potential difference is what? V is equal to E minus IR. So this is terminal potential difference general formula. Now here terminal potential difference across first cell. So how to write? Here potential difference of first cell is what? V only. So V that equal to, here E is there, so that equal to here first cell EMF is E1, that is E1 minus current is what? First cell I1, internal resistance is what? R1. Clear? So that is at VA junction, this one only due to first cell. Okay, VA junction, don't know. VA junction is two cells are there, right? E1 minus I1 R1. So now here E1 is equal to, otherwise minus I1 R1 move this side, V move this side. So I1 R1 is equal to E1 minus V will come. Are clear? Minus I1 R1 move this side, minus becomes to plus, plus V move this side, minus. That's why I1 R1 is minus becomes to plus, E1 is there, E1 only, V is move that side, minus V. Clear? Right. Now here I1 is equal to R1 move this side, E1 minus V by R1. So now here I1 is equal to R1 move this side, E1 minus V by R1. So now here I1 is equal to R1 move this side, E1 minus V by R1. So now here I1 is equal to R1 move this side, E1 minus V by R1. So now here I1 is equal to R1 move this side, E1 minus V by R1. So now here I1 is equal to R1 move this side, E1 minus V by R1. So now here I1 is equal to R1 move this side, E1 minus V by R1. So now here I1 is equal to R1 move this side, E1 minus V by R1. So now here I1 is equal to R1 move this side, E1 minus V by R1. So now here I1 is equal to R1 move this side, E1 minus V by R1. So now here I1 is equal to R1 move this side, E1 minus V by R1. So now here I1 is equal to R1 move this side, E1 minus V by R1. So now here I1 is equal to R1 move this side, E1 minus V by R1. So now here I1 is e Understood? Why I1 current we want to find out? Why? Because here according to Kirchhoff law, I is a different, so I is equal to I1 plus I2. So I1 value, I2 value want to find out. So that's why I1 already derived. So it is first equation like that. Understood? Right. So similarly, second cell terminal potential difference. Terminal potential difference. Terminal potential difference across second cell. So same formula apply here. So what will come? V is equal to second cell EMF is what? E2. E2. Here minus is there. Minus. Current is what? Current is passes from second cell. I2. I2. What internal relations is there? R2. Clear? Right. Same thing. This one move this side. We move that side. Okay. So I2 R2 is equal to E2 minus V. Now I2 value you want to find out. So I2 is equal to E2 minus V divided by R2. Right. Now this is equation number 2. Then what we want to find out? Net current. So by using this equation, total current next total EMF we want to find out. So I1, I2 values. This I1 value, this I2 value substitute in this equation. So what? How to substitute here? I is equal to I1. I1 means what? This one. E1 minus V by R1 plus here what? Plus is there? Plus. Sorry. Here plus. Next I2 value of this one. E2 minus V by R2. Clear? Now split up. I is equal to E1 by R1 minus V by R1 plus same like that split up E2 by R2 minus V by R2. Understood? Right. Now here E1 terms one side, remaining terms on the side. I is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 minus V by R1 minus V by R2 is there. But V is common. Common you should take. Minus also take common. Remaining what? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Here note, observe here clearly. Minus minus, minus take common. V is there. V take common. Next remaining is what? 1 by R1 is there. 1 by R1. Minus 1 by R1. Minus 1 by. Minus into this one. Minus. Next minus take common. Minus into plus. Minus only. V into 1 V divided by R2. Clear? Right. So now here I is equal to same. Here take LCM R1 R2. Cross multiplication. So E1 R2 plus E2 R1. R1 R2 LCM nana. Here R1 is there, R2 is not present. So that's why multiply with R2 here. Plus E2. Here R2 is there but R1 is not there. So that's why E2 into R1 divided by R1 R2. Clear? Right. So minus V into, here also same. R1 R2 take LCM. R1 R2. Next cross multiplication. Clear? It is basic things. So in mathematics, R1 R2 LCM means R1 is present, remaining R2 is not there. That's why R1 R2 into 1 R2. This is the concept. plus R2 is there, but R1 is not there, that's why it is R1. Same. Observe no? Okay. Next, that continuation I will write here. Once you observe. Up to here understood? Right. Now. See here. So continuation, for this continuation, I is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2 minus V into R2 plus R1 divided by R1 R2. Right now, observe here. Now what we want? This function is move this side, I function move this side. Here clearly observe Nana. Minus term move this side. V into R2 plus R1 divided by R1 R2 is equal to, it is already is there. So that's why as it is you should write E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2. So here I is there this side, left side. This one move this side, what happens? Minus side. Understood? Here only most of the students are confusing. Minus this function, move this side, left side. And minus is there, that's why it becomes to plus. This plus. Equal, same as it is. Right side term already plus term, E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 R2 is there. Here plus side is there, move that side, minus side. Clear? Clear? Right. Now, this function move this side. Otherwise, divide with this function on both sides. That's clear. So, otherwise it can be move that side, means it can be divides here. So, and reciprocal, then final equation will come. But here confusion is starts. So, that's why divide above equation. Divide with R1 plus R2 by R1 R2 on both sides. Here now clear. So by above equation divide with this equation. Divide with this equation on both sides. What happened? So we R2 plus R1 by R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2 by R1 R2. This is the dividing term. That equal to this one. E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. So this function also divided with same term. Minus I divided by R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. Understood? Clear? Right. Here R2 plus R1 or R2 plus R1 same one. 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1, same like that. 1 plus 2, 3, 2 plus 3, 2 plus 1 is 3 only. That's why these two are cancelled out. So here, it is denominator term, it is denominator term. These two are cancelled. Next. Right. Observe here. Remaining term is what? Here V only present. So now V is equal to both are cancelled out now. So remaining V is equal to this R1 R2 R1 R2 cancel. So E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2 only present. So it is 1 by means reverse it will come. So E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2 will come. Understood? Here 1 by, so divided by, it is main divided by. So this term, these two are cancelled means what happens? This one divided by 1 will come. So reciprocal means 1 by will come. 1 by R1 plus R2, 1 by R1 plus R2, that's it. Right, next minus minus. I is there, I. It is reciprocal. 1 divided by 1 by x means x only will come. Same like that. Here for example, 2 divided by this one means 2x will come. So reverse. For example, it is y by x means it is 2 divided by x by y will come. That means 2 into y by x becomes to x by y. So y becomes reciprocal. That is basic concept in mathematics, right? Same like that, this is becomes to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. This is terminal potential difference across A and C. That means total A and B. So now here it is compared with basic equation. Basic terminal potential equation is what? So V is equal to E minus or E effective minus I into R effective. It is terminal potential difference. Now here E effective means this one, R effective means this one. Remaining common I minus minus VV equal. Remaining term is what? So E effective is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2. R effective internal resistance, effective internal resistance is R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So this is final equation. Up to here only, right? 5 marks. Understood? Clear? So here only confusing most of the student, but here simple thing, divide with what term is there, same term only you divide with both sides, it will come easy. Clear enough? If you have any doubt, comment on in comment section. I will give clarification again. Okay? Right, thank you.